Good morning, it's Brenda. Welcome back. Today we're going to work on our file folder. Could be a pouch or something to house your journal that we've made. But first I want to go through the journal with you. And I have a couple of little shares and then we'll get to the file folder. So here we go. So there's the large tag that we made with the, oops, sorry about that, with the little pocket. And this is a piece of my other kit from Liz. It's the Vintage French Documents, I believe it's called. But I will leave a link, of course, to her store so that you can go and check out all of her lovely little kits. And then we have our paper clip with just the one of the button cards that was in the kit. And I just added this on there just as a little added touch. And then one of the little cards on there. I didn't back them. I thought that'd be a nice place to do journaling. And then we have our big pocket here, and I just added the tag up top, or the pulley tab. There we go. Gee, you'd think it was Monday morning. And then this is our little flip, and I put the pocket here, and I took some of the file folder and I cut it tag shape and put a little collage of little pieces that I had left over and added some of the pages inside. So just 4, I think, and then I stapled it together. And then that fits in there quite nicely. And there's a pocket in behind as well if you'd like to add something else. And then here's another one of the paper clips that we had done. I just add it on there. And then I was making these little, what are they? Coin envelopes, I guess. And then I just added a collage to it with a picture. And there's a pocket there that can have stuff added. And what I did do is I added an actual journal inside, just for some extra writing space. And that's our little paper clip that we had done. And so this is another one of the Vintage French Document. I incorporated, these papers go together beautifully. So then there's just some tea-dyed paper, and then some more of the document paper, and then the center. There's not very many pages. You know, I didn't want to hugely bulk it up, but just add some extra space. And then this pocket here, that's got the other card in there. Oops. There we go. And then our little pocket here at the back where we have our button card. So cute. And we did most of it together, which is nice. So there's that loveliness. And then when our folder is done, then that can be put in there and can also be filled with a bunch of other stuff. So yesterday I was doing some Franken paper, and one of them I already cut up and made into some circle embellishments, but this kit is from Antonio, and I just took all the strips and I just glued them all together, and then you can use them for, you know, tags, journaling cards, pockets, pages in a journal. You can use them as a cover. I mean, how pretty is that? And I'll be doing the exact same thing with all of these papers too when we're done, just so that I want to make use of every little bit. And then this is just scrapbook paper that I have. some music page and some spatter pages that I had done, and the exact same thing. Just glue it all together. But how fun are these to be reused? And then there's this one. This page is from a little magazine that I have. So it's all scrapbook paper. This is wallpaper. The leaves, that's all wallpaper stuff. And it's just all glued down together. So those are a load of fun. I had a great time making those. And my little circles, they're actually not here at the moment. Sorry about that. I was going to show you those too. But let's get into our file folder. All right. So this, all I did is cut up some paper to make pockets and stuff, and then I just added a piece of the paper here and then a piece on the front. And I know, I did all that spatter and then I just covered it. But it has taken me a few days to try and figure out what I want to do. My goal always, when I'm featuring the kits, is prominent. Like, that's what I want to showcase and make the most of. And so I really, really hope that that's what I do. Like, I hope that I'm able to show the loveliness of each page and bring it, oh, I don't even know how to say it. Bring it to life, maybe. I don't know the right terminology. But anyway, so this is my third file folder, because the first one I decided I was going to use and cut up for different things, and then I did another one and the same thing, but this was my back and forth of doing everything. So then I just started making pockets. This is file folder that I've covered with the paper, and I think I've only done that one. Oh, maybe I've done 2, 3. But these are going to be pockets. And then I have these other ones, but let's just do one thing at a time, because my mind, as you know, likes to go back and forth, because the ideas, when they start coming, oh my goodness. But my thought is for a corner pocket, and then a side pocket over here somewhere, and then I'm going to put a smaller pocket here. And I mean, you can go crazy with pockets. This, I'm just showing you one way. I mean, you can make this whole entire thing pockets, front and back, and then you have this massive space inside for a journal to fill with ephemera or whatever kind of goodies that you have, you know. So I'm just gonna take this is what I have right now. It's just my 3-inch punch, but I'm going to punch out a divot if I can, just like that, to show that it's a pocket. And then of course we'll make things as we go to fill the pockets in. And yeah, so we're just gonna have a play. So if you've got all your stuff ready and you're doing it with me, then grab your file folder, make some pockets. And of course you don't have to have this kit. You can use anything and everything you want. You can just make it all with fabric, wallpaper, anything, scrapbook paper, cardstock. It's totally your choice. So don't ever feel limited on creating. You can use junk mail. You know what I mean? Like you get all those junk mail, all that junk mail in your mailbox, and you can utilize that. So, and I don't know how much decoration on top that I'm going to do because it's so pretty, but I might do a bit. So this is, I'm just going to pop that in the corner, not right on the corner, just enough so that you can see some of that paper coming through as well. I'm hoping you're seeing this. My phone looks a little bit off kilter this morning, but so I'm just going to add glue to the two sides, and you can add lace to the edge of this. I was thinking to add lace to the underside of it, but then I changed my mind because I don't want it to interfere with things that you are, you know, whatever I put in or take out, I don't want it to interfere with that and then chance it coming loose or whatever. So there we go. So I guess the most time-consuming part for me is trying to figure out how I want to make pockets and where I want to put them. The size, because I did cut it down. Let me just tell you how big. I think they're originally over 11 and something, but this is 8 7/8 now. And then if you're using this file folder, I'll just measure it to the tip of that, and it's 9.5. So 8 7/8 by 9.5. And to me, that's a good size. It's not overwhelming with a huge space of a regular size file folder, which is probably like that with the height. That was just too much space for me to try and work with. So I wanted to keep it on a lower level, like a smaller scale. Okay, and so if I pop a pocket here, yes, and then it could be, you could put your stuff in the top and it won't interfere with either pocket. Let's just see. So you have that and the pocket's not interfering, and you put something in there and it doesn't interfere. So I'll do that, and I'll pop a divot on there as well. I was looking for my tag punch to punch the little divots out. That's what I normally use, but it's hiding under paper somewhere. There we go. All right, and you can put paper on it. You know, you can dress it, do whatever you'd like with it, which I think I will. I just have some, these aren't even really pieces anymore. They're the actual sheets. I hope you guys are doing good. I apologize if I didn't say anything when we got started. I was just pretty happy to come on and start sharing and get busy. Yep, I hope you're all good. I hope you've had a good week. My week's been really awesome. It's been lovely. We're going to be starting to get some very cold weather, but I'm not complaining, simply because the weather has been so phenomenal for February. Like, I just can't get over how beautiful it's been. So hopefully you're not experiencing too bad of weather. So I'm just going to add glue to the top. Oh, and I forgot to put my lid on, or I just took it off. It's like, you see the lid off, and it's like, oh no, did I leave it off all night? Hopefully not. but it's working good, so I'm thinking I took it off before we started. So let me just make sure that I have it upright. And then I'll just cut the little divot out again. Yeah, it's kind of nice just to do this with you and not have everything ready, you know, like, and then you can see how I do things, and if you have questions or whatever, then you just ask, let me know. There we are. Grab this again. See if I can do it right on. Sometimes this punch doesn't like to punch a one slice of paper. I always have to add something to it because otherwise it'll just chew the paper up. There we go. Braden has 6 days off of school. Like, he has this long weekend, family days on Monday, and then he has Tuesday off. So, he's liking it. Of course. I think most kids that I know of like having days off of school. There are those who enjoy going to school, which is wonderful. But I do know he likes having the day off. Whoops. Oh, jeepers. Oh, well, we're going to have to put a little something there to hide that little spot. So I think they're straight. And so there's our 3 pockets. And you can add pocket to here. You can add pockets to here. You can add, you know how we always add little tuck spots everywhere. You can do that. Don't let anything stop you. And then I have, well, we'll do the decorating later. This is really just to construct the pockets. And I will probably sew the sides. I'm not going to sew the bottom. The bottom's already enclosed, and I just don't find any reason to do that. And if you don't sew, that's fine. You just glue. Just make sure you have enough glue. And I don't have a, like the first one I made, I did a little gusset thing. But I don't know if I'm going to do that to this one. I'll see. But, you know, once the pockets are on, then I will, I'll check it out and see. And then when you turn it over, you can cover this if you want with your pretty paper. You don't have to, but this is one of my favorite pages, and I think I am going to cover it, but I still want to see that, like some of the print or the inks that I had done. So I'm going to, let's see what happens if I just tear down the paper. And that can be used for something else. Yep, so I'm going to just do that. Grab my ruler. And I'm not covering this. I did at the front, but it's the front. I'm not going to do that at the back. You can put a label here if you want. You can stamp a word on there if you want. You know, there's a lot of options that you can do. So I'll just take it off there. Just move that. Oop. I think I need the ruler, not my piece of paper. I don't know if you caught that or not, but oh boy. Bring over the little piece of paper to cut this one. Oh dear. It's not even early. It's 10 o'clock at the moment. But I didn't sleep last night at all. I'm yeah, I had a hard time. But I'm diabetic. Putting it out there. Yes, I am diabetic. And I'm told it's because my pancreas decided that it was tired. Okay. And so I woken up with, or I was in bed, but I came upstairs because I wasn't feeling good and I was feeling hungry, just to discover that my sugars were like way low. So anyway, if that, hopefully you don't mind that I shared that, but yeah, it hasn't happened for a very long time. Usually when I have insomnia, it's just because I have 101 different things on my brain, or, you know, it's never because of that. And then last night it was, or this morning it was. So how pretty is that page? Wowzers. Love that. So let's glue that down. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should say that or not, and then I just decided, yes, I will. Just a little piece about me, I guess. It's crappy, but what do you do? Okay. And I have my glue spreader somewhere. Yep. This little tool is just from the Dollar Tree, and it's perfect for spreading glue. It makes sure that the glue is like right to the edge. Hopefully I haven't been off camera. Goodness, that's always the thing to think about, right? Going off camera. And then I cut this square. It was move my paper. It was a 4x4 square, and then I just cut a corner. You don't have to have straight edges, of course. You know, you use your ruler and you can make all your edges jagged if you want. For this one, I wanted everything to be sort of clean cut, I guess you could say. But then I also had this. So this could be, I wonder if I could do it not just odd. So if I turn it, put this here, I just figured it looked odd because I have my cut on that side, and it looks a little better when it's on the inside as opposed to the outside. And this is, I cut this at a funky shape, like it's not even completely straight. It's got a little groove in there, and that's okay. You can see it better on that side maybe, but why not? Let's just do that. I wasn't too sure how I wanted to do the pockets on the back, but I want to make sure that I have enough, because I'm hoping to make lots of tags and journaling cards. And when I work with well, this kit, we'll talk about this kit. I want to showcase this kit, as I've said, so I don't want to add a lot of elements from other places. You know, like my Tim Holtz I use a lot of, and I will draw on some of the tickets and embellishments and stuff, but I try to always just work with what I have in the kit and try and embellish that in different ways. So, all right. And you can ink or you don't have to ink, it doesn't matter. It's all beauty, no matter how you decide to do it. So yeah, I'll just add that there, just like that then. Whoops, should maybe add a little blue there. Come on, work. That's what happens. I need to somehow remember to keep it laid on its side so that that doesn't keep happening. So do you have plans for the weekend? Family Day's Monday. Do you have activities where you are? I was hoping that there would be some stuff going on here because we will have Braden, but I haven't been able to find anything yet. Usually, well, before all the nonsense started, they used to have things for the kids, like you could be on train rides and go skating and all that kind of stuff, and they'd have pizza and hot chocolate and ice sculpting, all that goodness down at the lake. But we haven't seen anything yet, so I think that one can go there. Yeah, I think so. Should be okay. And maybe just a little up the side, just so that things don't slide out after you put them in there. I'm just gonna add it right there. Oh, it's a little crooked. There we go. I don't know if my square is crooked or the file folder is a little off, but either way, it's all right. Okay, so there's that. And then can add another pocket right here or over here. I don't know, I like the idea of having 3 pockets. Maybe I'm just gonna make this one a touch smaller. I'm just gonna use this and make it smaller, and we'll see if I can actually do it straight. If it's a little off, you know, it's okay. Yeah, we'll just do it just like that, and I'll add a little divot at the top. There we go. Excuse me, I'm just gonna have a little sip of my coffee. There we go. And so I have the other half of this. No, maybe a different one. Maybe this loveliness here. Just move that aside for a minute. I guess it doesn't matter what the other side looks like, right? You're not going to see it. It's a pocket. I'll just turn it around to see what it looks like. There we go. It's one thing about not sleeping is I get caught up on videos that I've missed because I haven't been able to watch them early in the day. Oh, just these are good little tools because they ensure that the glue goes right to the edges, which is nice when you scrape it down. So just give that a little cut. So hopefully this is okay, that we we craft all this time together, because, you know, normally I'll do a bunch of stuff and show you, and then we'll do a few extras, but this one I've been wanting to do it with you from the start. So and that way you get to see how I do it, and you just take it and make it your own. Oh yes, that's lovely. Give it a little ink. Good thing inking doesn't take very long. If it was fussy cutting, I would never do that on camera, because it's just, yeah, I wouldn't put you through that, having to watch me, but inking's all right. Do you work with file folder much? I enjoy working with the file folders and trying to make different little things and booklets and stuff. And I've only done this style with a file folder once before. And what I had created, I sent to a friend of mine in the States. All right, so we have 3 pockets, and we have 3 pockets, and our big one. And if I decide to put the little gusset inside, then I'll just let you know, and then we'll see that. But I have a bunch of these tiny little cutoffs, and I thought we could just do a little cluster, paper cluster, and then can pop it there. Yeah, let's do that. Just set that aside for a minute. So I thought could just, so each piece is just a bit smaller than the first one. And this one, the first one at the bottom, I made it 4.5 by 1.5. And so if you use this size as a base, if you're going to do one, then just make the next one a 1/2 inch smaller. And then I have one that's a little bit smaller, like that. And then I have this flower. This I received in my swap, but I thought that would look quite cute on there as a center. So let's just attach it. I did coffee dye them already, or sorry, ink them. My goodness. Words, right? Words, Brenda. And of course I put the glue up too high and not far enough over. You don't have to glue these if you don't want to. You can staple them as well. Sew them, whatever you'd like. Oh, sounds like my husband is vacuuming downstairs. This side. Just had to make sure. But these are a great way to use up scraps. I should have brought the bottom one, or this one, over a little more, but that's not too bad. And then I can put the flower right there, add some prettiness to it. There we go, just like that. And you can use it as a tuck spot if you want, or you can glue it down. You can add a bulb pin to it and have it as a dangle. You know, you can do anything like that. But I think for this one, I'm going to add it as a tuck spot. See, so it doesn't matter that you only have the 3 pockets. You can add tuck spots onto your pockets, which is so fabulous. I'm not going to add glue to the one above this. I'm just going to add glue to the base, the 3 sides of the base piece. And you may have a better idea of doing these file folders, and I'm sure you do. You know, it's just doing it. Like just starting it and doing it, and there you go. Oh, that's so cute. That's very cute. And then for the pocket, we could just do a little bit of decorating. What do you think? It doesn't have to be a lot right now, but, and I have these, they're rub-ons, but I thought maybe something on here would look quite nice, like that number, like putting the number. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Why not? I don't work with rub-ons a lot, so I just need to find something to rub it on with. Maybe I'll just use this. Get the string out from underneath it. I'm just going to pop it right there, the number 21. See if this works. Most rub-ons, when you purchase them from the store, they come with a popsicle stick. Oh, not yet. They're old, so yeah. But I mean, it worked. You still see the number 21. Just a little bit of the other thing didn't come off. But, you know, that's okay. Turn it over. I don't know. What do you think? Pop this picture there, or how about the light? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I'll just turn this around and we'll do it. Maybe that one will work. Let's find out. If it doesn't work, well, worst things worst, we can just cover it up, right? I don't know if a nickel would work better for rubbing it on, or maybe my scissors. Let's try the base of the scissors here, the backs of it. Shall we try? Oh, nothing, not even a piece of it came off. How does that work? I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Okay, we'll leave that for now because I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with it or what. That was just weird, like not even a piece came off. All right, I have this tiny little trim. Find the end of it. I just wanted to see how it would look on the end here. But decorating is always the fun part. Like, what do you think of that? That looks pretty. I'm just, you know what? Just do it. Just gonna do it. Add some glue. Mush it down just so that it doesn't come completely through the lace. The stuff is pretty tiny, so just going to attach it, and this glue should adhere pretty quick with it. So, oh yeah, that's cute, very cute. And I'm just gonna cut off the tip there. There. What do you think? So something so cute like that. It's just pretty. All right, you can add a big flower here in the center if you want, or you could add a dangle there. So on the back, well, that's too bad that didn't work, but you know, it happens. Things happen, and it's good. It's all good. But I'm gonna make some tags for in there, and whoops, Gonna make some big journaling cards. I have a plan, finally, a full plan in my brain to do some stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let me grab a piece of paper. Just move that. So let's, I don't know how long we've been on, but let's just make a couple of tags, shall we, while we're here? Why not? Let's do it. We'll just do a couple of tags, and then I'll let you go, and then we will do another video. Otherwise, we could be here all day. I crafted yesterday for the day with my sister-in-law, Tracy. We had such a good time. She's in Kelowna, so we do crafting over FaceTime, which is always enjoyment. We always have a fun time visiting, and of course in person is always better, but you know, sometimes that's not possible, so we just hang out on FaceTime, and it's great. And then Tom gets to visit with his sister as well when we're not chitter-chatting. Then he can get a word in and chat with her for a few minutes and stuff, so it's good. And when she comes to visit next month, she's going to help me to open an Etsy store. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm very pumped to do that. You know, so many people have been wanting to purchase journals and my little bits of ephemera and stuff, and like I don't create digitals, so everything that I will have is going to be physical items. So hopefully that's okay, but that's just where my comfort zone is right now, is just in the physical product. I'm just gonna, there's some bubbles in there. Let's squash down now and there, and then things will get added to the tops. And then let's just do the second one as well. Might as well get two of them done. I don't want to leave it stuff unfinished or whatever, you know. And you can back them with something if you want to. I'm going to just leave it like that because it goes with the paper, and you can write on it, and you can add photos to it as well, which is perfect. And that's what you want, right? If you do journaling, like if you make journals or purchase journals to write in and to use, then you'll have it to do that, right? Oops, bring it up a little. I don't like to put it, I try not to put it right to the very edge. There we go. Just cut this quick. There we go. Braden gets to go to Edmonton this weekend. He's gonna go to the West Edmonton Mall, to the water park that they have there. I've never been. For as long as I've lived in Alberta, I've never been to the water park. I've walked past it when I've been in the mall, but I've never been inside of it. So it looks like it's a lot of fun, but they have lots of slides and a wave pool. So that's fun. I've been to a wave pool, but that was in Lloydminster. It wasn't here. All right, so we have our 2 tags, but I'm not going to cover either side because I think they look good. I will add tabs to the top and maybe do some collaging on them, but leave it there for today, just so that, you know, you can wrap your head around what you're doing, because I know there's some of you that are doing it with me, which is so awesome. And then that's what I have. You can round the corners if you want. I probably will before I sew, because yeah, and then I'll figure out if I'm going to put the let's just pop this here and we'll see how. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna add a gusset for sure, and then all that will be is yeah, it's a good thing I checked. That made my decision for me. So I'm going to take a 1-inch paper and I'm going to fold it in half, just like this. And then I'm going to glue one side onto here so that when you open it, it'll have another 1/2 inch to a 1-inch gusset opening, so that you'll have all of this space, extra space, and you won't lose any space. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, I'll do that. So instead of sewing it closed, I'll add the gusset. I'm going to sew first, have it open. You know what I mean? So I'm going to sew, I'll have it open, and then I'm going to sew all the way around it like this. Not here because it's already closed. And then I'm going to add my 2 gussets with glue. So it'll look like it's sewn, which it is going to be, but I mean, it'll look sewn closed, and it won't be. It'll be glued. But we'll get into that the next one, because I don't have my extra piece of file folder here to use. And that's what I'm going to use, is some file folder. This one's a bit too short to use there. All right, so when we come back, I'll have this sewn, but I won't put in the gussets until we come back together, and then we can do it together. How does that sound? And then you'll see, and then there'll be extra space in there. All right, so hopefully this all made sense. Hopefully you liked this, and for those of you following along, yay! So thank you so much for being here with me today. Thanks for all your lovely comments and for your interactions with me. I just enjoy it so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless. Have a beautiful weekend. Take care. Bye for now.